Hey, good morning, everyone. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. This broadcast is for demonstration and educational purposes only. It's important to know that I am not a licensed financial advisor and I'm not offering any type of trading advice here today. And if you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, we highly recommend consulting with a licensed financial advisor. All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. The weekend is upon us. It is Friday, September the 5th. If you're joining us this morning, that's the good news. Hallelujah. You're still in the game. Any day above ground is a blessed day. Let's take full advantage of it. Friday, September 5th, we had a big jobs report. First Friday of every month. First Friday of the month, the jobs report comes out. And remember, we're coming up to our September FOMC meeting. The elephant in the room are the interest rate cuts. And one of the factors that determines whether or not they will cut the rates is whether employment is at maximum employment rate. With the weak jobs report today, you would think that market would come tumbling down. However, that wasn't the case, was it? It took off because I believe that they're anticipating an interest rate cut when the FOMC meets in September. So I think that's being baked into the equation. So that jobs report that came out this morning, we'll take a look at the overall market in just a moment. And let's see if there's any other reports that will come out during this broadcast. I don't see any. So the unemployment rate came out at 8:30. We had a number of red folder high impact reports, average hourly earnings month over month, non-farm employment change, employment rate, all high impact reports that came out at 8:30 a.m. this morning. I don't see any other news reports besides a report in Canada coming out at 10 a.m., the IVPMI. So let's take a look. Let's see what happens over here. We see at 8:30 when those news reports came out, initially the market took a little bit of a nosedive and then took a huge bounce. And I believe we are at all-time highs on the S&P and the NASDAQ. Yesterday, big rally yesterday, the whole day, starting at 10:30. And one of our members yesterday mentioned, he said, hey, at 10:30, that's when the algos kick in. And man almighty, wasn't that the case yesterday? So 10:30 from yesterday all the way to today, the market is in a tremendous uptrend. Let's look at our 20 Unirenko on the NASDAQ. I want to wish everybody a good morning. Happy Friday. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Rian. Good morning, Suzanne. Good morning, Rao. Thanks for joining us. Let's see if we can wrap up this week on a positive, strong trading day. And I just wanted to mention that if anybody wants to chat that does not have the ability to chat on YouTube, and you are a member here with us, in the Discord, we have a general chat channel that I am currently watching. Let me show you. General chat. If you have a question and you're unable to ask on YouTube, if you type in your question here, I will be happy to answer it in real time. All right, let's take a look at our leaderboard. We're also going to do a weekly review. But so far, I refer to these as the what have you done for me latelys. These are the bots that are performing the best. Good morning, Gerald. In in this current trading session. Let me open this up now and just get it out of the way. Okay. Let me close all of these tabs. It is 9:25. So a very short look back. I wanted to show the top. I don't think there's any need to wait to show you this. Let's look at the top 5 bots. Very common question I get is which bot do you think I should trade? We look at a couple of things when we decide. Number one, we look at how the bot is trading in the current trading session. So the leaderboard always comes into play. Number two, I like to do a little bit of a further look back. So this morning, I just did this week. This week, I could have done the last 30 days or a little bit of a longer look back to see which are our strongest bots. If you go to your accounts and on the cash value of each one of your accounts, you can also see which bot historically is the strongest by the one with the highest cash value, right? That's the one that's made the most money. So historically, that's your strongest bot. And you can get that by clicking on your accounts tab. And there you should have a column that says cash value. If you click on that column, you can make the highest ones come up to the top. And that will tell you from when you started which bots have made the most money. And I think that's valuable information. Knowing how these bots are very streaky and some do well in certain trading environments, I like to do a little bit of a shorter look back instead of an all-time look back, maybe a week or two. This is this week. This week, my Haymaker drone is number one. My Haymaker was up $4,839. The crude oil one-day pass is $39.33. We can very easily take that crude oil one-day pass template and make it more conservative. We can duplicate it and change it to a one-contract strategy. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily have to be traded as a one-day pass. Coming in third place was our retirement plan. A very respectable $2,500 for the week. Number 4 is the Mack truck drone, $2,400. Mark was just telling us in our morning meeting that he takes 2 micros, puts it on his live account on the Mack truck drone, which trades at 20 Unorenco, and he puts it on 2 micros on his live account and he sets it and forgets it. And then last but certainly not least is our ES30 range, Robert Starbot. The Starbot 30 range is a very respectable 2,200. So for the week, those are my 5 strongest bots. RJ is up there too, has been doing really well. So I have at the very top of my leaderboard, my 30 ranges are, I have 3 of them that have come to the top. So I'm going to start off with the 30 range on my leader account on my trade copier. Okay, believe me, I'm keeping an eye open for the Haymaker. Good morning, Gerald. All right, let's get ready to rumble. 9:29. We got 1 minute. Let's see if we can make something happen. Had a big, huge leg up for the last 24 hours. Let's see what happens at the market open. By the way, I did get several requests for the lagometer, for the lagometer, and I'm going to record a video and deliver to everybody who requested one. So I appreciate your patience with that. I didn't know there'd be so many people. It's a great tool. You got to have it too. I'll put that link back in the room. There we go. There's the market open. He must do it pre-market, Antonio. Good question. I'll ask him. Um, I'm not sure that he does. Let me ask him. Let me be a little clear. I apologize regarding the specifics, exactly when that. Let's put it on the Mac truck just out of curiosity. We could get a break right through resistance. This market wants to fly today, it appears. Let's go to our Mac truck. Huge amount of volume. We're at almost 7,000 contracts a minute on the Nasdaq. That type of volatility, wow, that type of volume. A 30 range is makes me a little nervous. I'll tell you, that signal A might be the way to go still with that haymaker. I think we're getting some buying pressure here. Let's see if it breaks through resistance. I'm going to try to get your questions answered. I just copied your questions, Antonio, and I'm going to share them with Mark. Getting a little bit of a retracement now. I see my 20U coming back to the 50. We got Big Jim out in Texas. He's playing the RJ on the micros. All right, our 20U is right back to the 50. Interestingly, it's there. You see a pivot right on the 30 range at the same price as the 50 on the 20U. Here goes a signal A. Oh, power play just jumped in. We're gonna watch the price action here and just see what happens with our leaderboard now that the market's open. Let's see if the 30 range is a viable path. If not, we'll switch it up. Oh, it looks like it's gonna. Yep, there it goes. The 20 has not. We don't have through. Oh, there goes the Mack truck. We don't have 3/4 of a candle body through that 50 just yet. That 50 is acting as support. I tell you, I'm not too comfortable shorting this market yet. Hey, good morning, Jeffrey. 65.40, large option level on the ES futures. We're trading at 65.35. Stop the upside on the ES futures. 65.40. I think that's the all-time high, 65.40. All right, price is bouncing off support. Here we go. Maybe we get a break here. This might take a leg down. Got into the leapfrog. In a leapfrog situation. All right, power plays up to 475. 475. We're 3/4 of the way down on our 20. Very tempted here on this next entry. We do have room. That was a nice entry. Man, I was tell you, I was a centimeter away from getting this entry. Shorting this market is a little, little scary. Way it's been running to the upside. Wow, unbelievable. That thing looked like it was headed to the basement, and it turned on a dime. This is what, if you take a short, this is what you're shorting into. A market that, overnight and from yesterday is on a tear. Took another short on a signal A. This is the haymaker entry. The pull back and go. I think we're going to see a bounce, but that's just my opinion, which is worthless. Nice job, Rao. It's coming back up to test 65.40 on the S&P. Wait, the power play is jumping in short after short. We're going to patiently wait for the market to find a direction. This price action is very difficult to trade. Here we go for a long trade. I like this entry. Let's go for a long. Ah, we're a little late to the party already. Mack Truck just took off long. It needs to get through a lot of upside resistance. I'm trying to get a long on my power play. Ooh, power play's down 435. Okay, let's see if we can get some follow through to the upside. Come on up. Come on up. A little further. All right. Hey, good morning, Stephen. Good to see you. Well, the E-mini is right back up to 65.40 right now. It's testing that all-time high. Let's see if it pushes through. Great job, Rao. this whipsaw is something else. My leaderboard is empty. Let me be a little more patient. It bounced right off of 65.40 on the S&P. Here's a signal C. See if we get any follow through. Market's kind of choppy so far. Might have to wait till 10:30. Oh, who knows? Maybe we get a meltdown. The E-mini's pulling back. Went long again. Needed to get in the window. A little bit higher. Oh, this afternoon at 1 o'clock, I wanted to invite everybody. We're going to do a live presentation on the iBots, AI Auto Trader. We're going to talk about the new updates coming out. If you have any questions, be a great place, great time to ask them. I'm going to put a registration link in the chat box. We always have a really nice time Fridays at 1 o'clock. Let me put that link. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, I'm going to put a registration link. Oh, there we go. We got a leapfrog. Let's see if we can keep pushing up. Maybe we finally break through resistance here. The E-mini's testing 65.40. Looks like it's going to break it. 65.40 on the E-mini right now. Let's see if we can break through this. Get to an all-time high. bounced off it again. That's a big pivot right there. You know, Sergio spent most few hours on my computer yesterday, Stephen, and my antivirus kept getting in the way. I'm kind of the guinea pig. We're just fixing. We're figuring out how to deploy it now. We might need to temporarily. We're trying to create exceptions with the Gronk, which seems to be what's tying it up. Um, Here we go. Here we go. I should have an update today at 1 uh, to know one way or the other. But it appears that it's going to be next week, Stephen. All right, we're still struggling to break through. You can see price on the E-mini where we're at. We're at 65.38, and we keep bouncing off of 65.40. Oh, we got a big bounce. That was good information, Jeff. That's a large options level on the S&P 500. Every time price gets close to it, they push it down. Look at that. Signal A. Nothing doing on my leaderboard. I'm patiently waiting. Well, not so patient. I took a trade already. Here we go. Maybe this is the meltdown. Here it comes right back up to retest it. Let's move this stop. I'm sorry, the profit target. Let's move it right above resistance. Support, excuse me. I'll tell you, I'm not comfortable shorting this market yet. Excuse me for just a quick second. I just need to run to the restroom. Okay, I'm back. Now you can see my leaderboard. My leaderboard is bare. Um, what it's telling us, it's talking to us. It's saying, for the love of God, don't take a trade. Looking at that 20U, starting to set up for a short. We're in this tight, narrow range. Yeah, that's a problem, Rian. What I would do is I would go to your positions tab of your control center, click on positions, right click, and flatten everything and let it come back to normal. Once it goes back to normal, then re-enable all your strategies. You can't trade, obviously, you can't trade the NASDAQ with it like that. Here we go. We're getting some downside movement on the E-mini and the NQ. Mack Truck did not do well today. Now let's see if we can break through this last line of support. If we break through that, I'm going to jump. I'm going to try to jump in the next short trade. If that happens, the ES is slowly drifting further down. Down it goes. Let's see if we're in any short positions on the E-mini. Yes, the money maker's in. The ESPA, in short. Getting some selling pressure here. Let's see if we break through these last couple layers. I'm looking for a short trade right in this area here. David Wise just sent out an options alert. He's putting on a spread. Come on down. Give us something here to trade. And my plan is to make a video for installing the lagometer. I just want to repeat what I said earlier today. We had several requests. Many people requested their free lag meter. And I just want to record a video so you can see exactly how to set it up. This is a market analyzer template. So we're going to share the template. We're going to share an indicator that does the lag. You'll import the indicator. You'll move the market analyzer template under your file explorer in the appropriate place. And as a bonus, we're going to also include the atomic clock synchronization. Okay, it went short. I'm not in this trade, but I'm going to bring my profit target right above support here. I'm patiently waiting for it to break out of this breakthrough support. There it goes. It leapfrogged. Here we go. We're testing this support. In fact, I wanted to stop out right here. Okay, let's go for this. Let's anticipate. Oh, I'm going to anticipate this break. Seems to be a lot of selling pressure here. Come on down. Come on down. One more down close. Oh, almost. Let's catch this leg down. Got the last line of defense here. 23,794. Come on down. Let's get a break of support here. Let's get a break of support. We got some good selling pressure. Oof. Here we go. Come on down. Here comes a signal B. That's the triangle. Man, this price action's not not a not simple today, is it? Never is simple. And we're coming right back down into support. To answer your question, Antonio, the leapfrog can really be used in any one of our bots. It can be used in all of them. We do have a 30 range leapfrog. I've put the leapfrog in my, to answer your question regarding the ES and NQ. The leapfrog in the NQ is in, I've added it to my power play. We've also released a strategy called the NQ30 leapfrog that you should have. If you don't have that strategy, then what I would do is I would do the update, the steps to update your system. It's in the Discord chat group under software updates. If you redo the update that was sent out on August 7th, still trying to get a break of this downside support. Come on, pop me in. It's not getting any follow through. It's a rocky road down. Oh, this market, something else. And a lot of whipsaw. Might have to look for the ES. The ES looks like it's a smoother ride. Oh, that was a haymaker entry right there. Yeah. No follow through. Okay, we're in short. Come on, give me some wiggle room here. Breakthrough. Let's go. No follow through again. All right. I took 2 bumps on the head, and that's enough for me. I had a high water mark going on my PA account, so I was up to about 38.5, and now I'm down just below 34,000. Just no follow through. What can I say? Very, very choppy. A lot of whipsaw. The ES is a beautiful, smooth ride down. I was watching it at the corner of my eye. It doesn't have the whipsaw like the Nasdaq. Hindsight is always 2020, but we're getting a really beautiful move. I bet this ES moneymaker is in on it. Let's see, ES30 range moneymaker. Yep, that moneymaker was in short on the E mini. It jumped back in on the power play. Just a little too much whipsaw. Let's see if this one comes down. Look at that beautiful trade on this E mini. What it's really looking at is this 30 range. The moneymaker is a 30 range data series. Let's see if we break through this area of support. It's tempting to jump in short here if it breaks. Yeah, we've got a really nice indicator, Jeff, that defines that risk. That area that you had mentioned, that 6540 on the E-mini. You could see our software has a brick wall right there. It retested it, and finally the bears took control of the market. Well, it's tempting to get into an ES short. I think this thing's going to keep pushing down. Big burst of volume here. Pull back a little bit. Let's see if this one has any follow through. Come on down. All right, Gerald. All right, you've been really consistent with those PA accounts. Great job. Great job. And don't forget, coming up right behind me is professional options trader David Wise. Let's bring this right above. And David Wise is going to be trading the SPY Super System. He's been on a tear. Great job, Gerald. You're doing great on those PA accounts. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep hitting singles. The bots are starting to capitalize on this move down. Also, I just wanted to remind you, don't forget, today at 1 o'clock, we're going to do a live presentation on the AI auto and the iBots. Talk about this new update that's coming out. Yeah, you read my mind. The the Nasdaq was a lot of whipsaw, very choppy. You're right. The ES was very smooth and deliberate. I think I'm going to listen to your advice, Antonio. Here we go. In the leapfrog situation with the Nasdaq, there it goes. There we go. A monster trade on the leapfrog, the power play. Brought it back to break even. The ES is just like a Mack truck headed straight down. The iBot NQ 1 minute is up to over $2,000 today. The moneymaker is in second place on our leaderboard. And here goes micro Bitcoin in a monster to the short side. Let's see, this should put us in our profit window very shortly. Let's see how this trade is managed. That 30 range, that ES was just a, man, was that a beautiful ride down. NASDAQ was very bumpy. Okay, last trade, last trade. I want to wish everybody a really great weekend. If you've got time today at 1 o'clock, slide on into that webinar we're doing at 1, and we'll do a review of the iBot and the AI, discuss the new update that's coming out. Now we're starting to get a beautiful move to the downside. I've already reached my loss limit, so I'm out of the game. Oh no, I can't help myself. Let's see if this now it should get into my profit window. Um, If not, we'll have to change the ATM to include a profit window on this. There's no sense in risking all of that to make a few extra dollars. One thing we can do is if we right click on our stop, we can attach it to our indicator. I like to attach it to the third one down. It's called the modified fast, this one here. And that will automatically attach it to the 15 EMA. So now I have a momentum-based trailing stop that will stay in that trade until that 15 EMA changes colors. This box that you see on the corner of my chart, it's red here on my ES chart. That's the color of my 15 EMA. And one of our smart stops does the exact same thing. So you always know what color the 15 EMA is. We put this little rectangle right on the side. Let's put this right here. Let me tell you, the power play now is getting the ebb and flow. I wish I would have been more patient. Once they find the ebb and flow, they start running up that leaderboard. And now the leaderboard is just absolutely beautiful. What a run on that ES30 range moneymaker. That was a $2,000 trade. That bot's up $1,500. Look at this beautiful short entry right below the VWAP. It bounced off of that high of the day, 65.40. Jeff told me right from the beginning that's where all the sellers were sitting. Let's do it again. Let's put this here. So that's how it ended up for the day. Unfortunately for the week, I had a red day on a Friday. But the number one bot of the day, the NASDAQ 1 minute on the iBot. Mine was up $2,500. We're going to be talking about those iBots this afternoon. The moneymaker, we just watched that one go to town on that huge short move. The NASDAQ on the 30 range, I had one of them do very well on the iBots. We were testing a strategy on the ES for the PA accounts. Very little risk on those trades, on those entries. It's up over $700 today. We have a 30-second data series, the 16U, and the 30-second drone about break even. So I want to wish everybody a great weekend. And come back on Monday. We'll be, God willing, we'll be right here. Same place, same time, same channel. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Antonio. We'll live to fight another day. Let's bring this right up where it has a clear shot. Try to get it into our window. Once it gets into our window, what's nice about doing that, I've been watching it, is when I bring my profit target above support, it gets into my profit window quicker. So my stop will come flying down. If it comes within 25 ticks of my profit target, the stop will come flying down. And I'll be in that leapfrog situation. Thanks for joining us, Jeff. Great insight. Thank you. Great insight. Let's see if it'll do it now. It's got this whipsaw. It's been trading with this whipsaw all day today. Thanks, Rian. Have a blessed weekend, my friend. Last one. You just get the feeling this is coming right down to 64.60. Didn't quite get there. Here it comes again. I'm referring to that 30 range on the NASDAQ. There goes the ES pushing lower. Dave Wise coming up behind me might take some of those SPY super system trades short if this continues. He's in and out of those trades very quickly, and if you're trading the E-mini, even though he's trading the SPY, take those entries on the ES. They're really great entries. Thanks, Gerald. Have a great weekend. All right, everybody. Please don't forget to like my video on your way out the door. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you on Monday. So long.